So you realize that you don't really want to work with those value extractors. And strategic partnerships can be a way of unlocking your business's growth as well, whilst keeping it under your sort of ownership. So it gets to the full potential that it can get to. It's not really that easy, is it? Because there are certain mindsets when you're in charge of something from 0 to 1. It can really fuck with you. And I know that because they fucked with me day in, day out. I always thought there was something up in my mind when I was doing this. It is an extremely difficult journey to go on building a company from 0 to 1, especially the first time when you don't know what's a real thought and what's a hallucination. Now, the following sort of mindsets actually also help position value extractors to lean into those lies that you believe it. Like you really need them to grow your business. It helps you be blinded on the other ways that you can get there. It helps you be blinded from others that are trying to help you. And it helps you be blinded from what's in yourself and what you can do, holding you back and holding the company back. I'm going to take you through my top mindsets that stop founders from being great partners and growing great businesses. First one, and this is a heavy one. Being a founder from 0 to 1 is a lonely journey, and it's all on your shoulders. It's all on me, always. Again and again, it's up to you. This one really gets heavier and heavier as you go into your journey, because it might be all on you to get the website done. It might be all on you to design the first unicorn feature that hooks everyone. It might be all on you to acquire the first few customers. It might be all on you to run payroll. It might be all on you to negotiate leases and skills. And as doing all of that, you have to figure it all out. You're not in dialogue with anyone. Even those with co-founders, there always seems to be the one person that cements the decision in. So therefore, the burden of the whole team's decision is on you. This one is a tricky one. It's a really, really negative mindset to think it's all on you. But it's a natural occurrence from building a company, because building a company and going into the unknown can feel extremely lonely. That's mindset number one that can hold you back from being a great partner. Mindset number two is, I'm not worthy of it. I'm not worthy of being a visionary. I'm not ready to speak to the market. I don't know enough about the problem. I'm just not worthy. This one makes a lot of sense. That's why it's tricky. Because you are going into the unknown. You are constantly learning new skills. You don't know much about the future, the present, and the past because you're moving so quickly. You never really feel worthy of the room that you're in, the conversation, or the decisions that you have to make. It can be really, 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 really tricky. I'm not worthy is such an easy mindset that can take over, because it makes you feel like you have a path to go back, that there is safety back from where you came. So by saying you're not worthy is almost a bit of a noble way of avoiding the future. That's how it sticks you. Now, mindset number three that stops founders from being great partners is, I'm not a hero. I'm not brave. I'm not courageous. I haven't done anything that's those two things in my whole life, so I'm not it now. I've never seen it. I don't know what it is. Most people allow this mindset to grow within them as they do more and more things that they've never done or never seen, and they have more and more people around them not cheering them on. Because no one really ever cheers you on until you make it. So it's just you cheering yourself on. Why this is such a strong mindset that can get its hold on you, that you're not brave and you're not courageous, is because it is rare. You haven't seen it anywhere else. So you don't know what it looks like, even if it's staring you in the mirror. It's a tricky one. It really goes down to the core of who you are as a human. You don't want to be a hero. You know how heroes are treated in movies. But you haven't really seen how heroes are treated in real life because maybe you haven't even seen, met, or witnessed one. This is a deep mindset that can stop you from rising to your potential and being a great partner. Number 4, urgency has always rewarded me. Urgency has always rewarded me. Urgency has always rewarded me. I've been fast, it's rewarded me. But has it always rewarded you? The problem with urgent people is they rarely ever stop to see the destruction that they left behind them. Who they hurt, what they missed, how people feel about it, how you feel about it. Maybe there was wisdom in all of those points that you just glossed over. Has it always rewarded you? Or has it just got you what you wanted? I beg you that mindset is it just got you what you wanted right now. But at the cost of what? Did you spend some time to play it out? I know every time that I thought that urgency had rewarded me and speed had rewarded me, I left a tail of destruction, the demotivated staff, that left opportunities on the table uncovered, and allowed me to keep making the same mistake again of turning allies into enemies over time by never considering anyone else around me. The problem with this one, and the reason why it takes hold, like I said in one of my other videos, is it does feel good to get things done, to get things ticked off, especially when things are chaotic and crazy. But it is a bad one, and it stops you from being a great partner. Because if you're always urgent, you can't see what's going on around you. So therefore you miss the opportunity to be neutral and move to a 10 at a bit of a lower pace with someone else versus just moving to 10 by yourself at the speed that you set that no one can keep up with. Another mindset that really comes in and stops you from being a great partner is that you have to dominate the market. Dominate the market. Dominate the market. Dominate the market. It's a bit crazy, don't you think? This word dominate. It effectively means that you're in control of everyone. It's the opposite of someone that wanted to create something to create change, which is what most founders sit in the category of. You saying you want to dominate the market is probably you forgetting who you are and becoming the extractors that you work with. You don't really want to own people. You want to create more value. You want to transform things. You want to inspire and encourage others to your loftiest vision of whatever it is. By saying you want to dominate the market, you miss the opportunities to position with partners to take mutual ground. And in that mutual ground, there's a mutual defense. Dominating the market isn't the same as transforming it, isn't the same as changing it. It's not even the same as disrupting it. So it does change itself. It really holds founders back from being partners because it doesn't let anyone else in the conversation and it doesn't help anyone else think that they can win. The next mindset that holds founders back from being great partners is people have to earn my trust. You have to earn my trust. You have to earn my trust because so many others have let me down. I'm not putting my neck out there. You have to earn my trust. This one's terrible. It doesn't work. I understand that you've had a lot of people let you down, but that's what happens when you pioneer something. It's not for everyone. Get better at vetting people. Maybe get better at coaching. Maybe even get better at putting people in the right roles at the right time. Maybe don't even allow the decisions of who you hire or who you partner with to just be your own. All of those things are better things to do than to sell someone that you don't know, that you're trying to build a partnership with, that they have to earn your trust. That is crazy. It stops any sort of optimism to come into the relationship, and it blocks your core superpower, which is you're a visionary. The minute a visionary comes in and say, this is our loftiest goal, these are our values, this is how we're looking to encourage, transform, and change the market, but you have to earn my trust, every person worth their salt is going to be like going, huh? Those two things don't make sense. You're not really an encourager if you don't take risk on others. You're not really an encourager unless you're vulnerable. And you're not really a game changer unless you go right out in front and put your neck out there first. It doesn't add up. And it really holds founders back from being great partners and assuming the visionary role in the partnership, which the organizations that are big who can't change are really looking for. They need encouragement. They don't need tests. Will they rise to that encouragement? Who knows? That's on them. The next mindset that really holds founders back is one that stops them from getting into mutual discussions that are creative, where they actually do their best work. And it's, I'm almost always right. I'm almost always right. I'm almost always right. I'm almost always right. Shit. You ever heard yourself say that? You ever heard one of your team members say it? You know, we should do what Tom says. He's probably right about this. We should do what I say. I'm always right. Most of the time I'm right. Maybe you should just trust me. This is a really tricky mindset, because if you're out and you're alone and you are getting things right and you have made most of the decisions, it can feel really nice to wear this shell of I'm always right. But if you take that approach with any strategic partner or counterpart, you're never going to get into a mutual dialogue where there's mutual accountability. You're just going to have someone that either ignores you, doesn't want to partner, or expects you to do all the work. Because you're always right. Why wouldn't they? This is a huge mindset that stops founders from engaging their core skill, which is they're creative people. Creative people can always chop and change. They want to get into the deepest of learning and the deepest of dialogues, and they want to take difficult positions. They want to change their minds. All of that stuff coming together is where the gold is when you're trying to build something. If you tell everyone you're always right, you don't even give them the opportunity to get into any type of dialogue with you that's reminiscent of any type of partnership, even at the smallest level of collaborating on joint office. Now, you're always right, dude. Let's just do what you want to do. Hold you back from great partnerships and great co-selling. The last mindset that really stops founders from being great partners is, I have to control the outcome. If you have to control the outcome, it's because you're not attracting great people. If you had great people, you wouldn't even see the outcome. You would just give intent. If you also have to control the outcome, it means you don't trust yourself. It's coming off that you don't trust others. You probably just don't trust yourself. And that's probably back to the I'm not worthy, or I'm not a hero, or it's a lonely journey and it's all on my shoulders. All of those things stop a partner from wanting to help you. You don't have to be all alone. You are worthy of being a visionary, especially if a partner needs you to be. And you are a hero because you're out here doing something brave. If you haven't got over those three, you're almost always going to have I have to control the outcome. If you have to control the outcome, it means that you'll control every meeting, every step, every co-sell, every marketing piece of material. And so the idea that you could scale with a partner just won't happen. The idea of maybe they do things better than you, maybe they know the customers better than you, maybe that they know the market better than you, and maybe they know all of that within its current tense and they don't current present tense and they don't have a vision. You have to recognize. You don't have to control the outcome. You just have to control who you choose to partner with. and they can deliver on the outcome with you. Mindsets are the number one thing that stop founders in our program from achieving 8-figure revenue results. And I get it. All of these can feel really comforting. It's a lonely journey and it's on my shoulders. Whew. The comforting of ego, fantastic. I'm not worthy of being a visionary. The comforting of those that are noble, that can always turn back. I'm not a hero. The comfort of not seeing other courageous people, so therefore I'm not courageous. And no one else needs me to be courageous. And I know the cost of being courageous now, and I don't want to be it. All of those things are really, really comforting when you're trying to do something bold. Urgency has always rewarded me. The comforting of the past when you're not doing anything strategic. That feels good if you especially don't want to grow. I have to dominate. The comforting of feeling like a value extractor, not a transformer, a changer, or a visionary. That's a nice comfort. A lot of people can remind you of that. The comfort of you have to earn my trust. The comfort of the king and the throne, which is completely juxtaposes the rest of the things that you've probably just admitted. Doesn't make any sense. The comfort of I'm always right, and the comfort of I need to control the outcome. That last three is the comfort of control. And that's generally how you feel when if you put all those mindsets together, insecure, unsure, uncertain, and not safe. But you don't have to think that way. You could even say some of the investors around you want you to feel that way. So you spend more money or you give up your company earlier to someone else. Well, we're here to tell you that partners and practice with partners and being open to partnership and doing mutual things can help you overcome all those mindsets if you really want it. The idea that a partner can make you feel less lonely, can tell you that they need you to be the visionary. You aren't the visionary, they need you to be. That's the role. The idea that you could do courageous things as the hero that they can't. And they celebrate it because they know how hard it is to change. That patience means that we can spend less money based off the knowledge that they know and that we don't. That we could encourage customers to change how they operate because they've always been in the market and we haven't. That you can trust someone else and they can lose it because they can do things for you that others can't and they don't need money to do it. That what's right can be changed into you're the creative one. Why don't we pull this apart? It can be game-changing for you and your mental health. And last but not least, that they move after you move, that you don't have to control every outcome. You have to sit back and watch what they do next, knowing that they're going to take that step. All of those things can be taught to you by a partner or moving in partnership. And shock, if you apply all of them, you become a better CEO and a better leader.